Hi, welcome back to another exciting episode of the Brew Podcast. I'm Julian.
Nathan.
Brandon.
Wondering why you sound like a child.
So Brandon decided to jump on the bandwagon of playing Pokemon Go.
Oh, let's get that
Although
straight.
last week
No.
he swore up and down that he hated it.
Did not jump on any
Yes, you did.
bandwagon. I got duped into jumping on.
No.
I got pushed onto the wagon,
How?
if you will.
Okay, Tom Brady.
There was a
This-
300-pound black man that told me if I didn't, he was going to break my legs, okay?
He'd have to come up here first, so I mean, that's...
Well, they were with him.
Well, he only lives 15 minutes away now, so it wouldn't take much for him to come up here.
But would said 300-pound black man actually be able to reach down and grab your legs?
I mean, all he'd have to do really is sit on me and I'd be done.
No, he has a Pokemon, and it's a Snorlax, and he called it Daryl Jr.
Yes, he did.
So I don't want to fucking hear
Yes,
about,
he did.
it's not a good joke to make about him. Since he fucking named his Pokemon his own son's name.
And moving on.
Anyway, so yeah, you've been catching Pokemon.
I have.
It's fun, isn't it?
Define fun.
Okay, well,
Have you enjoyed the time you've been playing the game?
50-50 when it works.
yes, when it works. Everyone's got
Everyone's
that issue.
playing it. So
Thank you,
it's
shitty
like the
servers.
most downloaded...
Niantic, I think it's called.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Not only that, but now you've been like Pokemon charged, and you're like,
Yeah,
I gotta play.
I actually had to go back and I had
that was a bad word.
uncovered my 3DS and went back and downloaded Blue and just forgot how bad I really suck
He
at
loves
it.
Pokemon now.
Yeah.
He's a Pikachu
Just to
fan
say that
now.
he's not a fan of Pokemon, and then he goes, I went back and which means he went
Let me
back to
figure.
find his DS.
At one point,
Then he went to spend the time to download the shit.
it didn't take long to find it. I knew where it was.
That's a first. You got
Uh,
if you're gonna see it, you gotta
Secondly, I played Pokemon when I was young.
I should've said somebody.
I was
Damn it, mister.
I was what? When did Pokemon come out? 95.
90, yeah.
95, so
that
you're
was
like
maybe 12.
You're 5 years
So
old.
Well, I
so
think
you're 12
the
years
Pokemon,
old.
the Pokemon game come out, or the Pokemon card game and show come
I
out?
would
then?
assume the
I think there was a
original game would come
show
out.
and card game came up together, and then the games came out like 1 or 2 years later.
Yeah, that's when I started playing. Was when the Game Boy version came out.
I remember my first Pokemon. It was Nidoran. Not in the game, but like on the card game.
Not in the card game. That's one thing I never did.
I had a ton of them. I still do.
I never played it, but I collected them because.
Yeah, I never really played. Actually, no, that's a lie. I did go to my local card shop place where they actually had Pokemon tournaments and you got gym badges. That was pretty cool. I did that.
I traded a Bulbasaur for a Pikachu because I really wanted a Pikachu.
Yeah.
That's not.
It's not as bad as like I really want a Pikachu, so I traded my Charizard. That would have been stupid. But Bulbasaur I can understand.
That's
Bulbasaur is pretty easy to find in cards. So
Oh, yeah, also Blastoise.
now you're retarded.
Yeah, no.
Nope. Yep.
That's
Might as
okay.
well take that fucking
I got another one.
ponytail out
I got another.
so we can see the real clown that you are.
I got another Blastoise a week later because I was one of those kids that went with my allowance every week, and that's all I did.
My mom bought me my Charizard.
Oh, privileged.
Well, I guess we could do a
White privilege.
Nerdy Brew disclaimer of Pokemon Go. It's been making the news for good and for bad all over the place.
Most of the bad is self-inflicted
Remember,
idiocy.
if there's a
I'm
Charizard
sorry.
across the highway,
Yes.
run as fast as you can so you can't get hit by the tractor trailer. It's okay. It's a Charizard. It's totally worth your life.
I'm gonna help Niantic.
Niantic, I
Yeah,
think.
I'm gonna help them out a little bit. If you're playing, don't go out by yourself. Don't be stupid.
If you
Go
know
in
it's not a good area to go into, and you're
Don't
going by
go.
yourself, you're being retarded. I'm
If
sorry.
there's a lot of
Not in the
Rattatas,
actual way, but in the stupid way. If you see a lot of rats, that's probably not a good area. Trust me. I've been going around areas.
there's a reason why they put them in the hood.
I'm a different
Yeah.
color.
Hood rat.
I bring
Unsubscribe,
that up
unsubscribe.
in retrospect.
We only have 11. It's not like we can go really much lower.
I bring that up in retrospect of the thing that made the news about the 3 kids, one was 17, 2 were 18, and they were putting lures on the Pokestops and luring people in. And when they would come in for the lures for the Pokemon and for the Pokestops, they would hold them up at gunpoint.
Hey man, they're their own CEOs.
I mean, yeah, but
I agree. It's stupid.
you're taking it a little bit too far. I mean, you're taking advantage of something that's helping people, and you're turning it into an instrument for evil.
Yeah. They're Team Rocket.
Basically, they were Team Rocket.
Yeah.
That is the greatest way to put it. I mean, but there's so many good things too. Like, someone posted the other day, they just went to a park with their kid, and there was a whole bunch of people just in there together playing Pokemon, helping each other out.
They're called pedophiles.
Oh my god.
I'll tell you what, since this game has released, I have not seen, since before this game came out, I have not seen this many kids on the street.
No.
I mean, their faces glued to their phone, but regardless, they're outside, they're walking.
They're outside, they're walking. They're
Also,
doing
pro
something.
tip number 2: don't take your phone away from your face and just keep walking. It doesn't matter. You gotta find that Charizard.
Yep. That Pikachu that's in somebody's backyard with a dog barking.
Whether it's a pit bull or a Chihuahua,
Pikachu's more
just
important.
go for it.
Just carry some mace, kick the dog in the face, whatever you got.
Whoa. No animal abuse.
No, calm
There's
down.
No animal abuse here.
It's a
I'm okay with
Pikachu.
children dying in traffic, but animal abuse is where it crosses the line.
It's a Pikachu.
Sometimes
we're
out here,
talking
we do not support half these views.
It's a Pikachu
Speak for
we're talking about
yourself.
here.
So, yeah, Pokemon Go. It's a big thing, I guess. I'm probably gonna get bored of it like I do every phone game, and
You get bored of everything
Probably,
in life. which is
in
kinda
probably like 2
dangerous
weeks where I'm
sometimes.
like still catching fucking rat-a-tatas and nothing else because I live in the suburbs. I'm just gonna be like, well, this fucking game is boring as shit now. Time to move on to the next fucking fun thing.
Earlier before.
I'll go back to playing Overwatch.
Earlier before you showed up, I told you about the Pidgeotto that was Pidgeot that was across the street over there, fucking level 257, breaking out of everything. Another disclaimer: don't throw your phone.
So you may
Your
want-
phone is not the
Want to.
Pokeball.
Hey, you know what? The phone almost became the Pokeball.
Alright, I think we talked enough about Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
Since
Anyway,
we talked about
what
last
else
week too.
we got on the
We need to start.
chopping
We need to
block?
start recording brand new Rage Quit. I think this would be hilarious.
Well, I think you
We would have to get sponsors just to afford to buy me new phones for Rage Quits.
iPhone, Apple sponsor Brandon.
I would gladly break your phones.
You sent me a link to Battlefront, Star Wars Battlefront.
I did.
I didn't read it because I never
You know
really
what?
cared about the
You
game.
don't read anything that I send you anyway, so.
We
That's a lie. I do. I
in-
read the NES thing.
In
And
our way, we don't really read anything he sends us. So
I mean, I'll try to. So Battlefront, EA, I give props to EA. They're starting to pull their shit together. They are releasing. I just got some hands-on time. We'll start with that. I just got some hands-on time. I downloaded the new DLC for Bespin today. The new expansion with the Lando Calrissian as the hero and all the new Bespin and Cloud City maps. Phenomenal.
did they put a new villain in too to match with
They
him?
did. I'm not quite sure who he is. I didn't spend a whole lot of time with it, but there's a new villain plus Lando plus 3 new maps depending on what mode you're playing. There's new modes. There's new scavenger mode where you're depending on which side you're playing, you're either trying to defend 3 points or you're trying to destroy 3 points. And then after the points are destroyed, the team that's supposed to be destroying has to evacuate.
Hmm.
You have to go to an evacuation point and hold that down for a little bit.
Interesting.
Really intense, really intense. They brought out some new weapons, some new Jabba the Hutt contracts, some new level 60 and 65 characters.
Wow.
There's a Cloud City Guard as one of them. The other one looks to be a bounty hunter of some kind, not sure. Never seen him before. But aside from the new mode, they've also announced, this is what I'm stupid excited for, the 20th, I believe it is. They are releasing, they finally started listening to the fans, they're releasing an offline mode.
Cool.
It is essentially what you were playing in multiplayer, the Fighter Squadron and the Walker Assault, but offline. So
Okay.
you can play with a buddy, split screen against bots. So really, really pumped for that one.
I thought there was kind of already that mode anyway, didn't
There is not.
There's not?
The one that they have right now that you can play split screen is, well, I mean, it kind of is. It's a dumbed down version of it. Like, you can't play Walker Assault. It's more like a team deathmatch. And then they have like a horde mode.
Okay.
Nothing like what's coming.
Alright.
They're also starting to leak, coming in the fall. Still on the way. Death Star DLC.
Do you mean like playing in the Death Star or like space stuff?
I haven't announced completely, but I would assume if it's anything like Bespin, it's going to be both.
Oh, so Bespin they added like space battles.
You have
Not space, but like
It's
flying.
above Cloud City. Yeah, they
I like-
added cloud
I
cars
like
to it as well.
those ones, the flying missions.
They're good. I mean, just they're a little cheap. Depending on who you're playing against, you're always gonna get that one asshole who picks the A-wings and stop it. Jesus Christ!
Someone really likes Chris Hemsworth.
I'm gonna
We're
kick
being
him-
shown
kick him out of the
basically
ring.
half-naked pictures behind the screen. Ignore the
Jesus.
laughter.
Of the children
Next
who
time,
should walk into traffic, play Pokemon Go.
next time we put them outside.
Should we
Let-
call them
let
Nerdy
chase
Girls or Brew
Pokemon.
Girls? They should be Brew Girls so they can get us
How
refills.
about wenches?
Wenches. Oh, I love this.
I do not support that one because that was going to get me slapped.
Wench. Bring me another beer. Oh, wait.
Anyway, you're always gonna get stuck with that one asshole that likes to pick the little speedy A-wings and whatnot. He'll do 3 or 4 circles around you, locking on missiles before you can finally get a beat on him. They're not terrible. They're playable, but the new maps are pretty intense.
I mean, Lando was I would say, typical person in the movies, but I don't know how I'd want to spend money on the DLC just to play as him.
You're not just paying to play as him. You're playing for the additional mode. You're playing for the additional weapons. You're paying for the additional maps.
No, the original stuff was all free, right? Like the stuff that they originally added, like the first couple months or whatever they added like
Yes.
free stuff.
There was all like weapons and costumes, the Java contracts. Didn't start getting into the paid stuff until some of the later Tatooine maps. Jabba's Palace was paid. Those maps, they were okay. They were close quarters, but the Bespin map, it's all out in the open. There's some hallway-esque type corners where you're inside Cloud City, but the majority of it takes place outside, like on the outskirts of the city. So it can get pretty intense. I played a few minutes of it this morning. Not a bad purchase for $15.
Yeah.
Or
How
if you
much
have
was the season pass?
I think they still want $50 for it.
Wow. But you get what everything coming out, right?
Yep. See, I didn't know how much I was gonna play, so I didn't bother with the season pass. But as the DLCs have been coming out, I'm like, screw it. I mean, I'll have the $15 when the
What do
time
you didn't know
comes.
how much you were going to play? As soon as it came out, you didn't stop playing it for like 2 months.
Yeah, but at the same time, I had other stuff coming that would have taken time
Like
away from it.
Ghostbusters.
And we're gonna do a Wayne's World into Ghostbusters, I guess.
Fuck that. We'll get to that later. But
Do we have to?
yeah, no, maybe.
Yeah.
Star Wars, still related, is the Rogue One poster came out today, which is pretty cool. I mean, it doesn't really show much. It just shows like the Rebels versus the Imperials. You know, they're battling, I guess, on like a river.
Yeah,
It looks like.
Looks like Kashyyyk. Looks like the Wookiee planet.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, it could be a lot of planets. It could be a planet that we've never even heard of either. I mean, the Star Wars universe is a huge fucking universe. But yeah, I mean, definitely, I'm glad that they.
Thank you, everybody.
Probably no one will ever see that.
Oh well.
But yeah, it's cool. It's got the Death Star in the background.
Death Star in the background.
I mean,
there's
could it be
plants on
Naboo?
fire.
Possibly.
Could be Naboo.
Naboo or Kashyyyk one. I mean, it's a little palm tree to be Kashyyyk.
Very Caribbean.
Maybe
Ish.
Naboo.
I think you got some. What, you got some X-wings there.
Some X-wings. You got some.
You got that robot.
Yeah, the robots. There's
Oh, that's
tech
cool.
bots.
Let's see what's in it.
I guess we'll find out.
The forest is on fire.
Yeah,
Guess
Force
we'll
on fire.
find out what December 12th is it?
December 16th.
Hmm.
Rebellion
We'll
built
find
on
out in
hope.
December. Kind of excited for it. I'm looking forward to seeing
I-
if plans got stolen.
I think Darth Vader's supposed to make a cameo,
That was announced.
and I believe they got James Earl Jones back.
That
Did
was
they not?
also announced.
That was awesome. I'm really
What else are
excited.
they really doing then?
Making commercials for
Think cell phones?
something.
Something.
His voice is, you know,
It's never good at
He'll be the
different.
next diabetes guy.
what's his name? What's his name?
The guy that does diabetes?
Yeah.
I don't know, my mom hates him.
It's on tip of my tongue. I can't think of it.
Diabetes is not your bitch.
Diabetes. But yeah, no, it's definitely. I can't wait for the movie. I'm glad that Disney took over, because I think if Lucas did, these kind of movies would have never really come out. I think he would have stuck more with just the traditional story. And I'm glad that Disney is now putting out like one every year, and it's gonna be like side stories like Rogue One, where how the rebels got the plans, and it all kind of led up into the the original trilogy. The Han Solo storyline that they're doing. Rumored that they're doing like a Yoda one, and that they're doing like this and that.
I remember they're doing a Boba Fett one too.
A Boba Fett one, yeah, I heard too. So I mean, it's definitely great.
I mean, I don't
It's
know
gonna
if I
make a
would
shit
enjoy
ton of
a
money for
Yoda
them.
one.
That's the only complaint that I have about Disney buying them out is just they're gonna milk it, and I'm scared that they're gonna kill the series.
I don't
They're
think
gonna
they'll
put
kill
out,
it.
they're gonna put out too much.
You have 30 years worth of fan base and more coming, and
Oh, yeah, 'cause
It
my kid
will
loves
never
it
die.
now. It's never gonna die. Because you got all this new generation now falling in love with it for the first time. I mean, you've loved it since you were a kid. You're 30 years old. So
I love
now
this
my
Jar Jar Binks.
My kid, I fucking hate you. My kid actually did not like Jar Jar Binks, which I was so proud of him.
That's a parental thing. Like,
I didn't have to say anything about him. He just found him. He found him stupid, and that was good.
Episode 1 with my mom, and she loved Jar Jar Binks.
Your mom's
So it's a parental thing.
your mom's a special kind of special. She's adorable. I think she liked it because he was like adorable.
I've
That's
never
probably why.
wanted a character to get eaten by a giant fish that bad in my life.
Ooh, Goomba fish.
I only wish that the Easter egg they were trying to do for Force Awakens was actually true.
The one where
But
they
he-
blow
but-
up the planet and he's on it. And
No, there was an Easter
The one
egg.
that
that
he was
supposed to
lying
be-
all the time.
No,
No.
the skeleton thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
There was supposed to be an Easter egg where, when BB-8 was rolling into the town, if you looked by the Tie Fighter wreckage, there was a skull of a Binks, and it was
A Gungan.
It was a Gungan. It was rumored to be Jar Jar's skull. I only wish that was true, just for clarification that he was gone for good.
I think there's something on YouTube, I can't remember, but it's like a Star Wars abridged, I think it's called, and it's basically someone cut and pasted when they blow up Naboo in the first episode. Well, the 4th episode, but the
Episode
original
4.
trilogy, yeah.
Okay.
And Leia's there, and someone spliced in like them doing the beam down, and then like panic happening at Naboo, and like you see Jar Jar running around, and then like explosions happen, and like Jar Jar flies off the screen, kind of thing. Like it's pretty fucking ridiculous.
That
but,
would have been amazing to see. I gotta look that up.
but back to Ghostbusters, I guess we can go. You saw the movie.
I did. Let's start with the game. I got a review coming for the game first of all. The day that we went to see the movie, I actually went back and started playing the new 2016 release. I'm not gonna say too much about it yet. Just
You could read
wait
the
for
review.
wait for the
50
review.
50
It's
things they can
not-
do better with $50.
You know what?
That'd be
We'll wait for the review on that one. It's not going to be a very positive review this time. The movie, however, I went in with a very sour taste in my mouth to begin with from the game, and just looking at it as they exchanged the characters that fans loved with females that were 50-50 on whether or not they were going to do any good. And it actually turned out to be pretty decent. The movie itself was pretty good. It was funny. For the love of God, do not cast the tall brunette woman,
The one from Bridesmaids
The
that
teacher.
isn't Melissa McCarthy.
don't cast her in anything else. She
McCartney?
is just fucking horrible.
McCarthy?
No.
Well, no, that's her.
okay,
Yeah,
what
Melissa
is-
McCarthy.
McCarthy.
Don't
Not
She's
to,
taking-
be, not to be confused with Jenna McCarthy.
don't cast her in anything else ever again. She's just fucking horrible. She sucks at life.
Wow.
The
No.
character.
There goes our female
The
audience.
character made
I don't think
me
we have one.
hate her so much.
Probably for a reason.
You can't even say there goes
You
the
guys
female
don't even.
audience.
No.
Because the other
Pause.
three women,
Our girls don't
I
watch this.
absolutely loved. They were hysterical. They did really good. They did the series for this generation, I guess. They did the series justice. The cameos they had.
Don't. I would spoil it. Let's not spoil
Yeah,
the
let's
cameos.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 or 6 of the original cast come back for cameos. Not long cameos, but it was enough to say, wow. CG was good. Story was decent. Other than one person, cast was good.
For all the money that they put into it, the CG better been good. They threw a lot of money at that. shit.
The story was written by some of the original cast, including the late Harold Ramis. Dan Aykroyd produced it, so I mean, going into it, it had some power behind it. Reviews from everybody else so far have been
So-so?
mid.
Yeah.
Not bad, but not good.
I figured that. I mean, like I said, I'm not gonna watch it until probably like Redbox. I'm not going out and spending $20 to fucking watch a movie.
It's a matinee movie.
Yeah.
If you can catch it cheap and early in the day or something, by all means, go watch it. It's nothing that's gonna blow you away in theaters, but it's a fun 2 hours. It's funny.
I mean, I'm good. I'm glad it didn't do too well because people were so up in. Well, they do well with this female cast. They want to go and do a James Bond with a female character, which I'm sorry.
So what?
Draw the line.
I think it'd be cool.
No.
I think a black James Bond too. Idris Elba.
That just over. I mean, he's
Fuck yeah,
English.
let's get
I'd
him.
watch him. But I mean, the only
James Bond is English.
The only that's what I'm saying,
Oh,
dipshit.
I thought you said yeah, but he's English.
The only female that I could see playing James Bond would be the one that's already been in James Bond as what's her name? The one in charge.
M?
Yeah.
She's old as shit.
Who cares? That'd be amazing.
And
She's
she also died in like the last movie or 2 movies ago. Oh, sorry, spoiler alert. Fucking 4 years late.
Hey, I haven't watched a James Bond.
Not Spectre when it just came out.
Okay,
before
well,
that.
she could have maybe not died. That could be the whole thing.
No, she died. That was a big plot point. She died.
Actually, I lied. The last
They brought
one,
a new
the
M who's black.
The last Bond that I
Beautiful.
watched was the one with Halle Berry.
Tomorrow Never Dies.
So you've never watched any?
The last one with Pierce.
Okay.
You've really never watched any of the new ones?
I-
Besides the
I-
last one, they were pretty good.
Hey, I don't care much.
Yeah, I never
for,
watched Spectre yet.
I'm waiting for it to be
Daniel
on
Craig?
free.
Yeah, don't
Daniel
really care much for
Craigson?
him.
Daniel Robinson?
Daniel Craig.
Daniel Craig. Don't
Daniel
really care
Craig,
much
the
for
first
him.
two-
Really? I like him. I like
He was
him
a good
in,
James Bond.
He was a pretty decent James Bond. He also did what was it, Defiance?
Defiance,
Which was
and
good.
Dreamhouse.
Dreamhouse was okay. I wouldn't say it was good.
It was decent.
But yeah,
I would rather just go back and watch Kingsman again.
Kingsman's awesome. I can't
Kingsman's
wait for
good.
the
I can't
second
wait for
one.
the second one.
Kingsman was insane. It was like
who
James
is-
Bond for this era.
Who's the villain? I forgot. Meryl Streep? No, Helen Mirren, I think, is casted to be possibly the new villain. I
For
want to say.
Kingsman?
So,
She would make an okay James Bond.
Yeah.
What's it-
But
what's
it's
it-
all right, this is the thing. You're getting a lot of you're announcing like you're talking about a lot of older cats, which for like a newer generation you would want. Unfortunately, sex sells, and they would want someone who is not saying that they're not attractive. They're just old. But if you're trying to bring in the crowd of 18 to 25, you're gonna want someone who is A, in the news a lot, and B, someone who's very attractive to be playing.
There's
James Bond.
really no big English women out there at the moment, though.
They don't have to be English. I mean,
I
Daniel
think
Craig
You
is
just have to
German.
do the accent.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they've all been European. That's the thing.
No, European.
Wow. And now we're filming for children.
Anyways, backtracking to the Ghostbusters thing,
No.
the game. Outside of the review, I'll just say that I would rather go back and play 15 straight hours of the one that
2009?
came back on, the one that came out on 360, where they
Just
pulled the original cast.
Yeah,
and
just
went back and
reboot
played
it.
Yeah, just take that game,
Because I mean,
Update the
it was a good game.
controls.
Just the graphics were horrible.
put in some multiplayer. Boom, there you go. You got a hit. People liked it. You just didn't do nothing with it. You released it and you let it go. This new one, Activision
go.
should be ashamed of itself. I mean, I would fucking close the doors of the company after producing 2 flops like that. Back
I
to
doubt
back.
that. I think doesn't Blizzard or whoever own them now? I mean, that's an acquisition a long time ago, but I'm pretty sure Blizzard owns
I would
Activision.
close that sector.
Yeah, well, I doubt that's ever gonna happen. They're still doing Call of Duty and other shit. Too, so.
And hence the reason why I would close that
World of
sector.
Warcraft sequels to the sequels.
Hey, that's still done by specifically Blizzard. Not by.
Speaking of games, I sent you that link, the Micro and Mini NES.
Oh yeah. Fucking awesome. Wait, it's gonna be like $60, isn't it?
It is $59.99. It should be available for pre-order soon. It has HDMI connection to the monitor or TV, whatever you're hooking it to. Comes comes with one controller. The controllers are also compatible as classic controllers for Wii or Wii U. Comes with 30 games built into it. No cartridges and no word yet on whether or not you're going to be able to install more onto it. But the 30 games that it come with are heavy hitters. They're powerhouse titles. You're talking Donkey Kong 1, 2, 3, Punch Out, Castlevania 1 and 2,
Super Mario World 1, 2, 3,
Super Mario Brothers 1, 2, and 3, I believe are on there.
Legend of Zelda. I think the first two.
The first two of those are on there. Balloon Fight, Ice Climbers, Metroid,
Icarus.
I mean,
There's a lot, yeah. I
30
mean, it
titles
definitely.
of heavy hitters like that.
It definitely looked amazing. I mean, obviously the graphics are gonna be shit. It's gonna be exactly like NES graphics, but I'm actually really excited for it. It's basically like a cheap console that is nostalgia.
Yeah,
They're
you don't
definitely
play for graphics. You play for the nostalgia.
Nintendo might as well take my $60 now.
70 because you're gonna want a second controller.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
I do too, and my girlfriend has now finally approved me of buying an actual console, another one.
It's only because it's $70.
As long as I get the other controller.
Wii U, here you come.
And next, here I come. No, yeah, I'm excited. I hope that they do the option of being able to hook it up to internet.
With them upgrading it to the point where you can connect it with an HDMI cable to the monitor, I don't understand how hard it would be to further it and connect it onto the internet, or even to put an SD card or something in there to put more on there.
Yeah, I mean I think that's the way that they should take it, and just be able to in the future, like go on the Wii, like how you can go on the Wii shop,
Yeah.
and download new like old nostalgia games. That should definitely be an option.
Because there's more. I mean, they had Double Dragon 2, things like that. They had Bubble Bobble, a lot of good stuff on there. But there's like 50, 60, 100 games off the top of my head that I can think of for the Nintendo. The original.
Oh, they have
Nintendo
Punch
that I
Out
would love to
too
play.
on
They have
there.
Punch Out. The
Yeah.
original Punch Out.
It's gonna be a 30.
There's a million games. There's 100 games at least that I
Little
can think
Critters.
of that
Mickey Mouse.
I would want to
Sierra House was it?
see put on there, and I could always. I don't want to download emulators all the time. My computer is as it is.
Because those things are hit or miss
Yeah,
with
they
if you're
are.
going to kill your computer.
They are. Between the emulators and the ROMs, it's hit or miss. I could always do that if I wanted to, but I'd rather have them give the okay, I guess you could say, and say, hey, here's some ROMs, charge $1 a piece. I would pay $1 a piece for Nintendo ROMs. If
Or
they
even
were
like,
good ROMs.
even like, I mean, how much are the games in the Wii U store? Like $5?
It depends on the title. They range from $4 to the Super Nintendo 64 games. I think go for like 15.
Okay, so I mean, I would still pay $5 for an NES game if it was.
That's the
Something you really wanted.
that's
Yeah.
the synopsis is anywhere from $4 to $8 for Nintendo games.
So why not? I mean, that would be great. I mean, that's definitely. I think they should. I know the console's coming out. I think in August or September. But I definitely think if they haven't
Sometime
already,
after Christmas,
if they haven't already, they should definitely put the option of being able
Mm.
to connect to the Wi-Fi and connecting to a store to do that. I mean, obviously, if it's programming stuff, like I'm assuming it's going to be kind of like Rare Replay, where you just go into the main menu and you go, okay, these are the games you can select from. Which
Probably.
kind of then it's difficult to be able to do the whole connect to an internet and add in a store and do all that stuff. So I could see why they may stray away from it and just put out a here's 30 games, here's a console and 2 controllers, $60, buy it or leave it kind
But
of
what
thing.
makes me believe that it's not going to be that hard is because you've got these retro consoles that they've recently come out with that not only have, for example, the Genesis RetroCon 5, I believe it is. Not only does it have like 90 games built into it, but then you can take all your, if you, God willing, you still have all your old cartridges, you can play them as well.
Yeah, I think that's something that they messed up on, but I also think it has to deal with the size. They're trying to make
Oh, it's tiny.
Yeah, they're trying to position it as NES Mini. So I can understand why they wouldn't allow cartridges, because if you did have the cartridges, you'd have to have a lot more space and hardware to be able to put that in there. So I can understand where they're
But
coming from.
intelligent thinking would say, hey, we're not going to do cartridges, so let's do USB drives or flash cards or something like that.
Yeah, or like make a peripheral that you can plug in a cartridge and hook up it to a USB port in the back or something. That I could see, But I guess we'll see. I mean, honestly, they kind of gave us a little bit of detail, not the full thing as per So I guess we'll just have to see when it comes out, or if they give us more information in the next couple of weeks before it does come out. But yeah, I'm excited. I mean, it's gonna be a good and a bad for me because I know I'll buy it and I'll be like, going from playing a game like Overwatch or Call of Duty with the amazing graphics and going back to like 8-bit is gonna be, because I even did it with fucking Spyro and Crash Bandicoot on for the PlayStation stuff on PlayStation 3 and 4 when you were able to download the old classics, and I was like, man, this game fucking looks awful. And I still enjoyed it because it was a game that I played in my childhood and it was nostalgia, but at the same time I was like, my eyes like started fucking hurting from like not being able to like focus. It was just so bad. And I hope that's not what happens, but I guess we'll see.
It might be. I mean, I went back and I downloaded Resident Evil 2 for the Vita, and it was a PS1 retro title. And when they say retro title, they mean retro title. It's the exact port of RE2 for the PS1. It hurt to play it.
Question: Resident Evil, was that Nintendo originally?
No, that was Capcom. It was PlayStation. It started out on PlayStation.
Okay. There's a game that I'm trying to think now because I'm trying to remember all the 30 titles. There's definitely a game that I remember that is still going on, but the original one was on NES. Castlevania. That's what it was. Yeah.
Castlevania.
That's gonna be good too.
They're doing. I don't know if they're doing 1 and 2 or just 2, but I know one of them's on there.
Yeah.
At least one of them.
I think it's only one of them. Yeah. Because when they were going through the 30 games, they only announced one.
They go through them so quick that you have to like pull up the printed list to find out exactly what's on there. I mean, they had a lot of big name titles on there that I haven't played in ages, and I can't wait to play again.
I wish they would do a Nintendo 64 version of this. I hope they do in the next maybe year or two.
I still have my games.
Because I mean, going back and playing like Super Mario 64, even though I don't, because I don't own a Wii or Wii U, so it'd be tough for me to like go to a store, like on the store and download one. Obviously, actually I do have a Wii. I just never play it.
Yeah, same.
But
I have a GameCube too.
Hey, we have 2 or 3 now. But to be able to go into the store and buy it, I'd rather just have like a dedicated console where I can just go, okay, Super Mario 64, Mario Kart, Mario Party, Super Smash, Paper Mario, like all the original kind of stuff on a 64, and just be able to like, here's 30 or 60 games, and just pay like the $100 for it. I would totally do that too for a 64. So Nintendo, if you're listening, you should probably take my idea and just
run with it.
Just give me like 5%.
Make the smart move. And as far as Nintendo goes, with as much money as they're probably making off of Pokemon Go right now, I'd settle for like 2%.
1%? A percent.
1%. 8%.
8% of
0.5%.
0.5%. Just sponsor us.
Like our video.
Like our video. That's all we ask for.
A
Just
Wii
kidding.
U, maybe? You know,
Yeah, give me an
Yeah,
NX.
give us some of you,
Give
and then
me
we
an
can
NX.
do.
I'll review your NX for you.
You can do videos of that.
No, they take them down.
They
don't do it. Take down
Nintendo,
Let's Play.
I mean,
Yeah, they
unless
do.
they approve of it,
If it's a
very-
monetized video, Nintendo takes it down. No, we're not shaming you, Nintendo. We're just saying
You make
that's
some
your
questionable-
thing you do.
You make some questionable decisions sometimes.
Shh,
and
not questionable. They're trying to sponsor us.
That would be a good decision.
You're good. You're doing good, Nintendo.
Now,
Kids love you.
Just like pedophiles.
No adults.
Love kids.
What is up with you and pedophiles
I
right
watched some
now?
videos today about comedy, and there was a lot of pedophile jokes, and it riled me up.
Did the word snuff appear anywhere in the title
No,
of this video?
it was comedy videos, not snuff films.
Show me the bottle where the person touched you.
Just a tip.
Just the tip. I think we can end it there. I think we're done for the night. Brad has more.
Surprise subject of the day.
Oh no! Surprise!
Music. I know
Spinning things in the screen.
Normally we do
No, Brand's gonna do music.
local bands and whatnot.
Okay.
Promote localized, get the name out there and whatnot. Can't do that. Gotta go mainstream today. Just got my. I'm an old soul. You know this.
So
You're just
what,
old.
What Aerosmith concert are you going to?
Close, but no cigar.
He sucks.
I am a huge Aerosmith fan. Always have been. Steven Tyler broke apart, went solo, put out his own album. It's I guess you could call it country rock. It's actually really
croc.
good. It's actually really good.
You mean you put out a croc album?
Croc is
I
shit.
see what you did there. No, it's not. It's definitely not a croc. We listened to the whole album earlier. It's all really good for a solo album. Him breaking apart, trying to do country.
Hold on. Okay, because you love Steven Tyler. Peanut Gallery. How'd you like it?
It was actually not bad.
Okay.
But he
Second
bought the
opinion.
actual CD. Like he didn't like download it.
No.
It's
Now you
because
know
he
he's
would
old.
suck
Now
Steven.
you know he's old.
It's because he would.
Because I
It's because he
Hey, he
would
could
suck.
have bought
It's
cassette.
because he would go down on Steven Taylor. That's
Taylor?
why.
No, it wasn't bad.
Steven
it was pretty
Taylor?
good.
Maybe a guy named Steven Taylor
To
too.
be fair,
It
I
was
go
like-
down on Liv Tyler.
Anyway.
And that came from there.
Yeah.
That's half of Steven Tyler. So I guess I'm half gay for Steven Tyler.
You might be in trouble over there after the peanut gallery.
Quarter gay. Just the quarter gay.
Yeah.
All right, fuck it. Let's call it the end. Last call. Anyway.
Last call for alcohol.
Oh yeah. Get your shot glasses out. If you like this video, please subscribe. We need it. Check out our
Give us a
Facebook.
reason to keep living.
Wow, that was dramatic. Check out our Facebook and Twitter.
The more you like and
And
subscribe,
webpage
the more-
coming soon.
The more you like and subscribe, the more nipple you get to see of Brandon.
Oh God, it's so hairy. Why would you do
Yeah.
that to them?
The
No.
more nipple you
The
get to see of
real
Nathan.
reason.
Oh
The
yeah.
more you like and subscribe, the more work Julian has to do.
The more work you can do, more likes and subscribes, we might put out stuff, do freebie days, or t-shirts.
I get 75% of the cut. The cut's still 0 though. Yeah, but definitely go do that social media shit. Check out our website. It's really awesome shit that Brandon's been putting out for the reviews. Like he said, he's gonna be putting out a Ghostbuster review sometime this week. I'll have it uploaded.
I've got a couple coming out. Some
Um,
good, some not so much.
But yeah, you just put out Resident Evil 5, so I just updated that today, which would probably be yesterday if you're watching this video, or a couple days ago, or you're probably not watching this video at all. So who the fuck cares? So cheers. Have a good night.
Like,
Penises.
and pulse.